Happy Monday. I am off work, headed home. This lash right here is a little droopy, so it's kind of making my eye look a little way, but we're almost home. We'll take care of that. I hope you've had an amazing day. My day was good. I was tired today, but today was a really good day. Spoke to a good friend of mine who just kind of shook me up like she always does, making me realize the things that I need to focus on, get back focused on, to continue. Let's focus. See? Phone focus. I gotta focus. To get back into the rhythm that I need to get into to complete all of my goals. I have a name for my business, and we were talking because there's a business that I was in and I'm still in, but I've kind of lost a little bit of my passion for it. My mom is involved in the same business, and she is, when I say she's pumped, she's amped, like she's in it. And I feel bad because I'm not as invested as she is. I'm not as excited about it as she is. And for me, of course, I always want to, I tell people, you've heard me say it before, I have this thing about making people happy and sacrificing the way that I feel and things that I think to make other people happy. And this is no different. I got involved in this business, and now, I was excited, started to dwindle down. Excited, and then it started to dwindle down. And I understand that in life, there, things come in waves sometimes. Sometimes you don't always feel excited about something that you have to do. I'm not saying that I want to leave the business. However, I know there are other things that I want to do, things that I want to do for me, because part of me kind of feels like this is her dream or her vision. It's not really my vision. I haven't made it my own. And maybe that's a part of the problem. I haven't made it my own. I haven't come in and fully put my spin on it to make it feel like I'm a part of it. Because right now it feels like I'm on the outside looking in. And I've been trying to figure out ways to have it be where I'm on the inside looking out. But thus far, I've been on the outside looking in. So maybe that's something I need to sit down and think about. Ways to make this my own. What do I need to do so that it's personal to me? Because there are so many things that I want to do, so many things that I'm going to do, going to accomplish. But I have to do those things for me. I can't do them for someone else. I can't stay in a situation because it makes someone else happy. We do that in relationships. And we get stuck in a situation for so long, and we've invested time and money and energy. And then we look back and we're like, oh my gosh, had I just stopped for a moment to breathe, to think, I wouldn't have wasted all this time. So I am going to sit down. I'm going to center my thoughts. I am going to focus. And I'm going to come up with a plan for my life and for my businesses, because there are a few different things that I want to do. There's a book that I want to write, and there are different businesses that I want to get involved in. I want to help people. I don't want to just keep all of these things bottled in. You have to get out there. I enjoy acting. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to find some acting classes and get enrolled and get back to what drives me, get back to my passion. Because how can I be an example for my kids if I'm like, follow your dreams? Well, mommy, did you follow your dreams? Well, no. It's never too late. You're never too old to dream, to live out your dream. The only time that it's too late is when you're in the ground. And when you pass, you want to die empty. You don't want to die full of dreams and aspirations and visions and creativity and knowledge and wisdom. You don't want to die with all of that in you that no one was able to glean from. You want to die empty. You've given the universe everything that you've had to give. Everything that you were put on this earth to do, you did. Every thought of, oh, I want to, you did. So that's what we're doing. We are putting aside any type of negativity, anything that is not allowing us to propel to our next level. We're shaking it off. Whether that's people, whether that's thoughts, our own thoughts, because sometimes we can get inside of our own heads and get off track. I've done that. I've got in my own head, I've thought about things, and then I've thought about other things, and then I'm totally off my path. It's time to focus. It's time to get back in alignment so that we can do what we were put on this earth to do. So I'm here to do it. It's time to stop sitting back and watching my life pass me by. It's time to get in it, focus, and enjoy it. You know, I want to reap the fruits of my labor. I want to be able to sit back and say, wow, this is the Lord's doing and it's marvelous in my eyes. Because He gave me all these gifts and talents and all of these desires that I have. So what kind of thanks is that? Honestly, let's think about that. What type of thanks is that God has? He formed you in your mother's womb. Great thoughts. You know, He had these amazing thoughts about you when He formed you, even before He formed you. Because the Bible says, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb, and I knew you and I ordained you. So before you were even a thought, a speck in your mom's womb, He had already ordained your life, what you were going to possess, what you were going to look like, your desires, your needs, your abilities. All these things He already predestined and ordained before you were even a speck in your mother's womb. So here it is now, you're formed. And then you're born. And you begin to, you know, realize certain things, and you're growing in your life, and you're learning different things, and you're, you know, making decisions about things. And you're starting to realize what you like and what you don't like, and the abilities that you have, and the gifts and the capabilities that you have. All these things that were predestined, all these things that were ordained in you before you were a speck in your mother's womb. And so to not live in your purpose, to not walk in your destiny, to not live a life showing the things that God ordained for you to possess, it's kind of like a slap in his face. When we veer off from the things that we're destined to do, it's like telling God, I know better than you know. I know more than you. Which is the farthest thing from the truth. And until this very moment, I never looked at it like that. I never looked at it like not walking in our destiny was like a slap in God's face. It's kind of like telling him, I'm not what you said I was. I'm not good enough for the greatness that you said I am. When we doubt ourselves, when we get off course, when we allow outside influences to dictate our situation, we pretty much call God a liar. Because he said that he knows the thoughts that he has of us. Thoughts of greatness. To give us an expected end. So it's kind of like, our story is already written. And we have deja vu. And people are like, I've been here before. I've seen that before. It's kind of like, yeah. I feel like before we get here, we get a snapshot of our life and what we're supposed to do and what our life is supposed to be. And when we're on the right path, we hit points of deja vu where it's like, I've seen this before. I've been here before. Because you have. Because you've seen it before. You've seen that situation before. Yeah. It's time to wake up. It's time to live the lives that we were destined to live. So I'm going to get up and do what I was put on this earth to do. I am going to sit down and write it all out. I have my vision board that things have come to be that were on my board. And some words that were on my board ended up being true for some situations that I didn't even think that they were going to be about. There are things that I did not think I would have to let go of that I've had to let go. There were people that I had to let go of that I didn't think I would have to let go of. And it's okay. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. But I understand that everyone has their own journey. You have to live your life. I have to live my life. So, in you living your life and me wanting you to live your best life, sit down, write your vision, make it plain, pray over it, speak over it, believe over it. Do what you need to do Do your work. Because nothing that is worth having comes easy. It doesn't just fall in your lap. It doesn't just poof, it's here. No, you have to put the work in. Are you ready to put the work in? I know I am, because I can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I am going to get into this house and get to my babies and love on them, because that's what I do. But for you, I want you to have an amazing evening. Continue to think about what you've been put on this earth to do and walk in your purpose. Love, live life.